Today, we're going to talk about how to conduct a year-end review for weight loss. Many people often make New Year's resolutions and they jump and they say, I want to lose weight this year. And very often, people will repeatedly have the same New Year resolution year after year. I'm going to lose weight. And why is it that people stay stuck? Today, I really want to encourage you to do a year end review and assessment so you'll be able to identify what's keeping you stuck and, most importantly, how you can move forward so that you can create a pathway for yourself for permanent weight loss to get this done. That, of course, is the goal that we want for everybody, that I hope for all in our group and everybody who joins me. So I want you to think about what you've done this year and in past years, what keeps you stuck, what you've tried. These are all things I want you to think about. And the first point that I want to make to you, people often make New Year's resolutions, which is really like a goal, saying, I want to lose weight. The first thing you need to know is that you need to pair a New Year's resolution with a path, a plan, how you're going to do it. And doing a year-end review can give you a lot of insight into what you've tried, what works, and what you need. And let's keep in mind that people are really good at knowing what keeps them stuck in holding weight. When people first come to me and tell me they've tried weight loss programs that haven't worked for them, and I'll ask, what's keeping you stuck? They'll often say, well, I have sugar cravings, I have stress eating, emotional eating, sometimes binge eating. They'll often say, I have post-pregnancy pounds, or menopausal pounds, or hormonal weight that holds on, hormonal causes. Some people have thyroid issues, or diabetes, or other problems. And as long as you have these root causes, your pathway to get where you want to go has blocks, has blockades. Now, the question is, when you pick a pathway, it has to remove the blockades in order for you to get past what's keeping you stuck. Does that make sense to you? If those blockades stay there, they're going to block your path to get the result that you want, the goal that you want, which is weight loss. So I want you to think about this for a moment. What is holding you back? And the best way of doing this year-end review is by really either getting some paper and writing it down, or taking some notes on your cell phone or your computer. I want you to do a year-end review and make a list now of the things that are blocking you. And then we're going to really talk about how to get rid of those problems that are keeping you stuck. So the first category for a lot of people is eating problems. And I want you to list any of those that may be on your list of your problems. Many people, it's sugar cravings, or stress eating, or emotional eating, or night snacking, or binging, or comfort food. For some, it's a combination of that. Second, and this is really common for people who hold weight, people will say, I have a slow metabolism and I can't burn fat. When you have a slow metabolism, you are naturally in fat storing mode, which is a combined biochemical problem in the body. When you have a slow metabolism, you don't burn calories, you don't burn your fat, which is why you keep that belly, the fat on your thighs, the fat on your butt. Again, it keeps you stuck. And then a third element, which we mentioned, is pregnancy pounds, post-pregnancy pounds, menopausal pounds, hormonal pounds. Some people have slow thyroid or thyroid problems which keep them holding weight, and other medical problems like diabetes, cholesterol problems, which accompany holding weight. One health problem often has the same root cause that keeps you stuck. Now let's think about the weight loss programs you've tried over the year, or maybe in previous years. A common weight loss program, which I think are terrible programs, are what are referred to as the starving programs. They tell you to cut calories so low that you end up being hungry. It's very hard to live on these. And the diet programs that are really hard because you have to conserve and watch every calorie, where you are excessively counting calories, or extreme limiting of categories that you can eat, all fat or no fat, all carbs, no carbs. All of these programs are, first of all, stressful, and stress, when you have stress hormones, and many of these programs cause stress to people, stress keeps you in fat storing mode. Those hormones block the key to release the fat burning mode. They keep you in fat storing mode and in slow metabolism. Similarly, when you starve the body, it doesn't give any impulse, any momentum to the fat burning system, because there aren't enough calories coming in to get the fat burning system moving. So you stay in slow metabolism, in fat storing mode. Again, there's not an impulse, there's no fire to ignite your fat burning system, to ignite your metabolism. You stay in slow metabolism. You actually have to eat certain foods to get your fat burning system burning, to get your metabolism escalated and burning as well. And as you know, skinny people, their default is fat burning and and fat burning mode and fast metabolism. They eat. They eat whatever they want. So it's not that you have to starve yourself. You actually do have to eat to get your metabolism burning. And starvation slows down the metabolism. It keeps you locked in fat storing mode. And that is why most of these programs keep people in the yo yo diet cycle. We want to review, again, a year end review of programs you've tried. If you've tried these starvation programs, if you've tried these narrow categories of food and you end up where you started, or you make some progress and then you gain weight again, that is so common. And again, it's because you're not eliminating the root causes that are keeping you stuck. In order to get from where you are to get to where you want to be, to burn calories, to get to fat burning mode, to fast metabolism, you need to get rid of the root causes that are keeping you in slow metabolism and in fat storing mode. I hope that makes sense to you, because most of the common diet programs out there keep people in slow metabolism, in fat storing mode. There aren't enough calories to ignite your system. You have to give your body the right type of calories, which are really easy to do. You just have to know what to do. Second, you have to learn how to eliminate the blocks, the root causes that are keeping you stuck, like sugar cravings, stress eating, emotional eating. The common diet programs that tell you to starve, eat narrow categories of food, over exercise for hours, they don't tell you how to get rid of sugar cravings, comfort food eating, stress eating, binge eating. They don't tell you how to get rid of post-pregnancy pounds or hormonal issues or menopausal issues that are keeping you in slow metabolism, in fat storing mode. And that's why people do them and try them and fail, because they don't eliminate the root causes. What you really need is a program that will eliminate your root causes that are keeping you stuck, which is why we're making that list of what your root causes are, and that can help you understand in your year-end review of programs you've tried why they haven't given you success and why they haven't given you permanent success. The key to permanent success, and this is really important, is you need not just a goal, you need not just to say, I want to lose weight. You need to have a plan, and that plan has to have a pathway to get rid of the root causes that are causing you to hold that extra weight. Those root causes are a combination of the eating patterns, like the sugar cravings, the stress eating, the night snacking, binging, plus the reasons that are causing you to hold post-pregnancy weight, postmenopausal weight, or perimenopausal weight, plus if you have thyroid issues or diabetes, sugar issues, or other medical problems that are causing you to hold weight. We need to get rid of those root causes. Instead of starving, instead of over-exercising, which cause stress to most people, keep people stressed, and they don't excite, elevate, activate your metabolism or your fat burning system, which is why you stay in slow metabolism mode. You need a root cause elimination system to get rid of the causes keeping you in slow metabolism and fat storing mode. And that, my friends, gives you the pathway to permanent weight loss. I hope that makes sense to you, because that is really how it works. People who lose weight get rid of the root causes, and then that unlocks the key, just like people who are skinny and have fast metabolism and fat burning as their mode. It helps you transform and brings you to the same type of system, so that you're no longer stuck holding weight, and that your body learns the same method of fast metabolism, of fat burning mode that you really want. It helps put you on autopilot, and by default your body learns to burn calories, to burn fat, to have a fast metabolism, which is the secret to fat loss and to maintaining that result. So again, if you have a diet plan like the starvation plans, if you notice you still have the same sugar cravings, the same stress eating, the same emotional eating or night eating, if you still have the same hormonal problems, post-pregnancy pounds, menopausal weight, thyroid problems, if your diet plan, like the over-exercise programs, the counting calorie excessively programs, none of them tell you how to get rid of the stress eating, the comfort eating, the emotional eating, the sugar cravings. That, my friends, again, is why you stay stuck. So I want you to think about your year-end review of programs you've tried. Do they, in fact, just tell you to cut calories, to over-exercise, to count calories excessively, to count points, to count macros? Counting does not eliminate what's keeping you stuck. Getting unstuck is what gets you unstuck from holding that weight and catapults you and frees the blockade, unlocks the key to move you to the results, the goal that you want. I hope this is making sense to you. It is very logical. Again, if you want to get from here to here, if you have items, causes, root causes that are keeping you stuck, you will stay stuck if your pathway, like starvation, counting calories, counting macros, counting points, dieting, if it doesn't tell you how to get rid of the root causes, the blockades, you won't get to your results. But if you eliminate those root causes, you have a clear pathway, a permanent pathway, which shows you how to get where you want to be. So, again, my friends, I want you to think when people make New Year's resolutions, they often say, okay, this is the goal, the resolution I have, without really thinking about what they've tried and why those efforts have kept them stuck. And I tell people, stop wasting your time and your money on effort on these programs that do not really eliminate the causes that are keeping you stuck. Make sure you have a list of what your causes are, why you are stuck, and then we transform you transform your body into fast metabolism and fat burning mode, and that is what we do to transform and get you to permanent weight loss. When you stay in these diets that tell you to starve, which causes stress to the mind and the body, stress keeps you in slow metabolism and fat storing mode. It like locks the key. Stress hormones lock the key and keep you there so you don't lose weight. And again, over exercise programs that don't tell you how to get rid of those root causes, the emotional stress, sugar cravings. They still keep you. It doesn't unlock the issues, the causes that are keeping you stuck. So I want you to work with your body. These other programs work against your body and keep you stuck. When you work with your body to eliminate inflammation in your body, to eliminate stress hormones that are causing you to stay stuck, to eliminate a dozen issues that keep you stuck, you unlock the key that keeps you in fat storing mode and keeps you in slow metabolism. And once your body learns fast metabolism and fat burning mode, you have that pathway to get to burning those calories, to burning fat, and truly accomplishing your goals, your New Year's resolutions, and getting them done permanently. So I want you to get out of the traps that you've been in this year, probably many of the previous years. I want you to get into root cause elimination, to elevate, kickstart, jumpstart your metabolism and your fat burning mode so that you get the results, the transformative results you want by not only having a goal and words to say, I want to lose weight, but having the pathway that will take you there. So I hope this is helpful to you. I hope you will think about this as your year-end review in terms of what you tried. And I want you to think about how a root cause elimination plan will get the results you want. And I want you to remember, if you do nothing, if you just listen to this and you do nothing, nothing changes. If you learn this, but if you keep doing the same things, then nothing changes. If you eliminate root causes, like other people who do it, you get the tools to get you the results that you want, to open your pathway, eliminate all of those unpleasant issues, the sugar cravings, the stress eating, the post-pregnancy pounds, the post-menopausal pounds, to eliminate those issues that are keeping you stuck. And remember, you thrive when you move ahead with structure, when you have a plan. When you just have words, I want to lose weight, without the plan, then there's no bridge to get you from your words to reaching your goal. Let's get this done for you so this will be the year you get to permanent weight loss. Let's not have you get to the end of another year where you really still are thinking, I want to lose weight. Let's get this done quickly. I will have a number of limited spots available on my calendar, and I will put my calendar in the chat tonight sometime, so that if you are interested in talking to me, I will be able to talk to you about your personal root causes and what kind of pathway and plan could be your transformative plan. And I would love for you to get those permanent results that you've wanted. So, for this year and this New Year's resolutions, let's really reflect and get insights into what doesn't work and what can work for you. Let's get this done for you. Let's get you to permanent weight loss this year. Let's talk soon.